Welcome to Royal Match News. Today is June 10th. My name is King Robert. Let's start it. Today is Happy Birthday Royal Match News 20 years in 2025. This is new friend SCF2.
Hello, this news is Dream Games of Birthday the Royal Match.
Why is this person leaving old TVs on doorsteps?
This man heads in TV.
Who's this dude wearing, of all things, a television on his head? And why in the world is he leaving an old-fashioned box TV on a stranger's front porch? It's a mystery that's baffling police outside Richmond, Virginia. It usually happens around midnight, and TV dude is apparently fully aware he's on surveillance video. Watch him wave at the camera. As of this week, he's delivered at least 60 TV sets. One looks like a tube television set manufactured in 1986 by Toshiba.
Oh my god, they're everywhere.
These guys all woke up to a TV set left on their doorsteps.
I woke up to a bunch of phone calls telling me to check my front porch. So I did, and there was an old TV sitting out there.
Tell me what you saw on the Ring doorbell and what you thought.
I was like, whoa, it's kind of funny, but it's also kind of creepy.
The three guys thought it was so nuts, they drove around the neighborhood pointing out all the TVs left on the front porches.
That's another big one.
This team just discovered the set on her doorstep. The guys were on the scene when police got there to investigate and loaded all the TVs on a truck. Max Schumann opened the front door to also find a surprise.
This is the TV that was left at my doorstep.
He says his brother took it apart to see if there was anything dangerous inside. They found it was a regular TV, old but still working. For now, TV dude remains on the loose. But if he's going to be so generous, maybe he should consider leaving a more modern flat-screen TV.
Child screams for most of 8-hour-long flight.
Why baby screams?
That ear-piercing scream is an unruly child on a transatlantic flight to New York. The passengers describe an 8-hour flight from hell with non-stop and nerve-jangling screaming and fussing. They even covered their ears to drown out the 3-year-old. His mom was overheard telling flight attendants he has behavioral problems. Passenger Shane Townley shot the video.
She kind of looked like she was used to it. He was climbing all over the chairs. He was just screaming, would not let up. He was running up and down the aisles. There was nothing she could do.
Before the plane even took off from Germany, the child's mother could be heard asking a flight attendant to turn on the Wi-Fi so the child could be appeased with an iPad. She was also heard pleading, "Calm down, honey."
Everybody was just kind of looking at each other like, oh, this is going to be a long flight.
The passengers sure were relieved when the flight finally landed at Newark International Airport after 8 hours of screaming. The worst flight ever happened in August, but the video just came to light today. So what should you do to control an unruly child on a plane? We asked parenting expert Liz Stern.
You need to come on this plane prepared because you know that the baby is going to start crying, passengers are going to get upset, but you need as a parent to actively be prepared for this. Snacks are really important. To have snacks prepared for the baby or the child. Also a book, maybe a favorite book or a favorite toy. You can also try an iPad, download ahead of time the songs that a baby might like to soothe the baby.
Tips that could have prevented this nightmare flight.
Man with cane trips robber fleeing cops.
Man running and angry.
Caught on video, a brave grandpa trips an armed suspect fleeing cops.
Police, get off the ground!
Dramatic body camera footage shows police chasing the suspect outside a library in Columbus, Ohio.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Just then, a quick-thinking grandfather with a cane literally steps in to trip the man. That's the end of that chase. Talk about fancy footwork.
You're lucky. Drop that gun, man. Boy, you almost got shot.
I spoke to the hero grandpa who was at the library with his granddaughter. He wants to be identified as Bill.
You must have known in your mind you had just one opportunity to get this right.
Yeah,
I had one opportunity, and I had to make the choice whether or not if I was going to act or if I was going to be a bystander.
Police Commander Scott Hyland was on scene. He says the grandfather's quick thinking may have saved lives, including the suspects, who was armed with a 9mm pistol loaded with 29 rounds.
It scares me to death what may have been going through that young man's mind. And I fear he, for a split second, had some very ill intentions.
Watch again as we show you the hero's amazing form. Just like this scene from the 1998 movie version of The Avengers.
I have to ask, where did you learn that form?
Well, I'm not really sure that there was any technique involved. I just stuck my foot back when I knew he was behind me.
What parents need to know about washing machine dangers.
And how kids are stuck.
It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it can be deadly. We're talking about children getting trapped inside washers. Front-end load machines can be enticing for little kids. And as Stephen Fabian reports, one family nearly lost their child who crawled inside.
It's a hidden danger many parents don't think about. Kids climbing into the washing machine.
The front-loading washers are particularly attractive to kids. The doors open wide, the drums are big inside. They look like great places to hide and have fun.
Look at this video a mom posted on YouTube. Her baby playing inside a washing machine. But once that door closes, there can be tragic consequences. Alan and Lindsay McIver of Denver, Colorado are now issuing an urgent warning to parents about the dangers after their toddler nearly lost her life inside this washer. By the time we reached the laundry room in the basement, my 3-year-old daughter Chloe was locked inside the airtight washing machine. It was tumbling and filling with water. She was screaming, but you couldn't hear her, they wrote on Facebook. Thankfully, they were able to power down the machine. Chloe got out with a few scrapes and bruises.
The doors lock once the machine starts, and that's what they're designed to do. But once a child gets trapped inside, then it becomes a really dangerous situation.
Home Appliances Lab Director Carolyn Forte of the Good Housekeeping Institute showed Inside Edition what you can do to keep your child safe.
The best thing you can do is engage the child lock. And every machine we've seen always has them.
On this front-end loader, the controls are disabled once you press the child lock. Other machines have different child lock features that keep the door shut.
A child could pull all they want. The child lock is on, this door's not going to open. They won't be able to play inside.
But should the unthinkable happen, this is what you have to do.
If a child is stuck inside, just push the pause button, turn the machine off, and the door will automatically open.
Though most newer models do have child locks, if you've got an older front-end model, there are child locks you can purchase to make sure youngsters can't get in.
And let's start at weather.
Weather tomorrow, June 11th.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Wednesday, June 11th, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 2300, night star 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1400, 1700, 2000, Sunday.
June 1 2, 1 3, 1 4 plus 2 8 plus 3 2 plus 2 6.
Audio Jungle.
Goodbye. This Royal Match News ends.
This Royal Match News number phone 775-218-6200.
Oh?